Okay, so we will going to start in the 10th standard, very new chapter. The name of the chapter is The Night I Met Einstein. So here the writer is going to talk about that was a night he met with the Einstein. First of all, we need to understand who is Einstein. Einstein is a scientist. The one thing we can know, Einstein science is a scientist. Now, this chapter, the story is written by the Jerome Windman, and he was an American playwright and novelist. Let's start. Uh, when I was very young man, I was invited to dine at the house of philanthropist. So here the writer is saying that when he was very young man, when he was very young man, he was invited. When he was very young man, he was invited to a dine at the house of a philanthropist. Right? When he was very young man, he was invited by the house of a philanthropist. So here they are saying what? When he was very young man, he was invited. When he was very young man, he was when he was very young man, he was invited by a philanthropist at for dinner. Philanthropist means a person who is very rich and helping others. After a wonderful dinner, after dinner, yeah, the writer is saying that I was invited for dinner, and after dinner, our hostess meaning is given left side. You can see a woman who invites guests at a social event. Our hostess, we can say the guide, took us to a large hall room, drawing room. A drawing room means hall room. Clear? Again, I'm repeating. The writer is saying that I was invited for the dinner for a philanthropist house, in a philanthropist house, and for a dinner. And after the dinner, the pers- the waiter, or we can say hostess, is took me to the large room, large hall, and there were chairs. Chairs were being arranged. I am arranging the chairs for a concert. My hostess said we are going to listen to a very good pianist. So here the writer is saying that after eating food, when I went to the hall room, there were a chair where I can see the chair, and my hostess was arranging the chair, and she said that I am arranging the chair because we are going to listen a very good pianist. Pianist is a person who play the piano. Piano is a part of musical part. Though everyone else was very happy. Though everyone else was very happy, I was not. I did not understand classical music. I thought I was tone deaf. So here, every in the audience, everyone was happy, but I was not. Everyone was happy, but I was not. I thought that I am a tone deaf. Tone deaf, a person cannot able to understand music. I sat down and I sat down so that I would not be impolite and waited for the concert to begin. I did not pay attention to the music. I did not pay attention to the music after it began. I did not pay attention to the music after it begin. After it began. After it began. Again, I'm repeating. Here they are saying what? When the performance start, the person who was playing piano, I was not able to understand anything. I feel that I am a tone deaf, but then also I sat down in the audience, so it will not look like impolite. So as an audience, I sat down. I did not pay attention to the music when it started because I don't know like what to do. Like if you don't know anything, you will not bother about it. You will not pay attention. So same way happening with this writer. After a while, I heard everyone clapping, so I realized that the piece was over. So after a while, everyone was clapping. After a while, everyone was clapping. So I thought that the performance was over. The performance was over. Just then, I heard a gentle but firm voice saying, "You are fond of batch." So, well, when everyone was started clapping, I was sitting in the audience, not understanding anything what the music was going on. And when audience started clapping, and it feels like when audience started clapping, I felt that the performance was over, and there was a voice, a gentle voice came from behind, and it was like this: "You are fond of Batch." Batch is a Sebastian Batch. Jonathan Johann Sebastian Bach. He is also a music composer. I knew as much I knew as much about Batch as I did about nuclear physics. I was going to say something ordinary so that I could get out of the situation. Get out of the situation. I turned in order to look at my neighbor and I saw a very famous face. So here, when the noise came, like "You are found a badge," and when I listened this, I don't know about anything about badge, but when I turned back to look at that person, I saw a very famous face. It was awesome with a shock of white hair and pipe. It was awesome with a shock of white hair and pipe. So when I saw that person, hair is white and a pipe was also there, I knew that I must tell this man the truth. So here I knew that I must tell this man the truth that I don't know anything about Batch. I said, "I have never heard any of his music." He looked surprised. He looked surprised. So here again I'm repeating. The writer was invited for the dinner at philanthropist's house, and there was a hostess who was guiding him. And after the dinner, hostess take it to the drawing room where she was arranging the chair, and she said, "Now we are going to listening the batch. Well, now we are going to listen the pianist." So when the performance began, I don't know anything. I was just sitting quietly, and suddenly the voice came from behind, like, "You are found of batch." And then I said to him, then when I looked back and it was a famous place, and I said to him, "I don't know anything about batch." And he looked surprised. "You have never heard of batch?" he asked. So that man asked him, like, you have never heard about his music? He made it sound as if I had said that I had never taken a bath. So he was asking this question like this, that I had not taken a bath. I had not taken a bath. I did like to understand music so that I could understand batch. I said, but I am not able to. I am a tone deaf.